What if the greatest time travel journey of all time wasn't to the past, but to the future? Close your eyes and imagine the banks of the Nile, more than 3,000 years ago, where life and death were ruled by the gods. Nefertari, a priestess at the height of her power, was the guardian of an ancestral secret, a forbidden ritual that could summon the voice of the gods beyond the veil of time. But what would happen if this ritual, instead of summoning the gods, transported her to a world where technology was the new divinity? A world where her spells would be seen as code, and her hieroglyphs as errors. Prepare for a story of magic, science, and a culture shock that will shake your belief. Nefertari, a priestess of the Temple of Ammonius, dedicated her life to mastering the mysteries of hieroglyphs and spells. Her beauty, her grace, and her wisdom were legendary. She had the ability to see the world not as it was, but as it should be. She believed that the gods, with their powers, could shape the destiny of humanity. But Nefertari was a priestess of a different kind. Instead of settling for the usual rituals, she sought a way to go beyond the veil, to speak with the gods directly. She found the ritual of awakening, a forbidden ritual that, according to ancient texts, could open a portal to the realm of the gods. The ritual was dangerous and required a combination of ancient artifacts and a concentration that only Nefertari, with her mind and spirit, could achieve. Nefertari's world was a world of magic, where spells were a part of daily life, and where the gods, with their manifestations, were real. But what she didn't know was that her world was being observed by a civilization from the future. The scene shifts to the future, to the year 2180, to the bedroom of a hacker named Alex. He and his sister, Maya, were two bored teenagers in search of excitement. Alex was a programming genius and Maya, a historian. They, using the internet of the future, find an ancient formula for the ritual of awakening, a sequence of hieroglyphs and symbols that, according to legend, could awaken the soul of an ancient priest. Thinking it was just a game, they used the technology of the future to decipher the hieroglyphs, reciting the words through a voice assistant and using a holographic screen to project the symbols. They laugh at their high-tech magic, not knowing that they were about to unleash an ancient power that would shake their world. Their world was one of science, logic, and rules, but they, in their naivety, were about to mix it with the magic of a world they only knew through legends. Magic and science were about to collide. The ritual of Alex and Maya reaches a climax. Their hacker room is filled with a white flash. Their high-tech magic, which they thought was just a game, opened a portal to the realm of the gods. Nefertari, in her ceremonial robe, is teleported to Alex's futuristic bedroom. The shock is mutual. The teenagers, who expected a fun event, are faced with a majestic and frightening figure from the past. Nefertari, in turn, sees the world as a creation of demons and gods, with the neon lights, holograms, and machines being their manifestations. Her expression of terror and awe is proof that her ancestral magic and the science of the future are about to collide. Alex and Maya, scared, try to communicate with Nefertari. Her language, full of hieroglyphs and spells, is incomprehensible to the teenagers. Nefertari, with a movement of her hand, tries to use her spells to defend herself. Her hands, which once created flames and moved stones, now try to create an energy shield. But her spell fails. Her power, once her greatest asset, is now her greatest weakness. She, the priestess of a world of magic, is now a child lost in a world of science. Her ancestral knowledge is useless against the cold logic of a world that only technology can understand. She, the guardian of an ancestral secret, is now the holder of a secret that has no value in a world that has forgotten her. Alex, who was a programming genius, and Maya, a historian, try to understand what is happening. Alex, with his hacker's mind, begins to see patterns in Nefertari's behavior. He realizes that her spells are, in fact, codes of programming that Nefertari, without knowing it, is using to try to interact with the world around her. He sees her hieroglyphs as an ancient form of programming, and her ritual as a way of hacking the universe. Alex and Maya, with their knowledge of the future, decide to help Nefertari. They show her how her magic can be translated into their science. She, the priestess of the past, is now a programmer of the future. She, the guardian of an ancient secret, is now the guardian of a new secret. The secret of how ancient magic can be used to hack the future. Nefertari, with her new understanding, begins to see the world in a different way. She doesn't see the neon lights as demons, but as a new form of magic. She doesn't see the holograms as gods, but as a form of magic that she can control. She doesn't see the flying cars as machines, but as magic that can take her to the realm of the gods. She, the priestess of an ancient world, is now the priestess of a new world, the world of programming. Her journey is that of an ancestral magic master trying to understand a world where the magic is just advanced science. Her new high-tech magic and her new knowledge, however, do not go unnoticed. A corporation, the Oracle, which governs the world of 2180 with its cutting-edge technology, realizes that the portal that Alex and Maya opened can be used for time travel. The Oracle decides it needs Nefertari and her ancestral knowledge to dominate time. Nefertari, who once fought against gods and demons, must now fight against a corporation that wants to use her ancestral magic to dominate the universe. Her new battle is that of a guardian of ancestral magic fighting against a world that wants to steal her secrets. She, with the help of Alex and Maya, must use her new magic and her ancestral knowledge to defend her secret and her freedom. The Oracle sends its cybernetic warriors to capture Nefertari. Her new battle is against a warrior who feels no pain and who has energy weapons that she cannot block. But Nefertari, with her new understanding, has a new way of fighting. She, with her high-tech magic, can hack the cybernetic warriors. She, with her knowledge of hieroglyphs, can deprogram the codes that move them. She, with her ancestral magic, can fight against the science of the future. She is not a priestess of a world of magic, but a priestess of a world of programming. Her journey is that of an ancestral magic master fighting against a world that has forgotten her. Her legacy is not of a world of gods and demons, but of a world of magic, science, and a future that can still be saved. Nefertari and her new allies, Alex and Maya, manage to defeat the Oracle. They use the ritual of awakening to close the portal, and Nefertari, who once sought a way to speak with the gods, finds a new way to be a deity, the deity of a new world. She, the priestess of a world of magic, is now the guardian of a secret, the secret of how ancient magic can be used to hack the future. Her journey is that of an ancestral magic master fighting against a world that has forgotten her. Her legacy is not of a world of gods and demons, but of a world of magic, science, and a future that can still be saved. Nefertari's journey, the Egyptian priestess in the future, has only just begun. What other secrets will she discover? What other gods will she encounter? And what other mysteries will she unravel? Join this journey and discover how an ancient priestess will use her magic to save the future. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be part of this incredible journey through time and culture, and to hit the notification bell to not miss any of our next Anachronia videos.